Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to Tipsy Tuesday! How is everyone today? What is up? What is up?
What's
up,
going
Kelly?
on? What's happening, guys? It's Tuesday. I say it every week. Another Tuesday in the books.
That's right. Best day of the week. Tipsy
right.
Tuesday.
So how's your week been? Good?
Real good, man. Going through the roadmap for with Ryan. It's been awesome. Lots and lots of work.
Awesome.
But
awesome.
learning. What's up, everybody? Oh, I don't even have the chat going. So who is ready to learn about how to handle objections? What's up, Eric?
I am. I get them all the time. I don't have the money. I can't do it.
I know, isn't it funny how, like, you know, the most common objections are, I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't understand it, you know, like, this isn't for me, like, those kind of objections are just like, and you're like, okay, first of all, I'd like to inform you that not having money and not having time are the reason we're having this conversation in the first place. Like, I'm here to help you have more money and more time. So the same exact reasons why people are telling you that they can't do it are the same exact reasons why they should be doing it.
Yeah.
So always keep that in mind when you get those objections, because you're here to help people realize, have more time, have more money. I mean, that's what we're all here for, you know? I mean, if you're in this industry, you want to watch people have more time, have more money, have more freedom, go on vacations with them. I mean, these are your team members. These are the people that you've gotten to know, love. I mean, families. I mean, Kelly, you know, Kelly and Stephanie, we met, what, 2.5 years ago?
Just about that. Live the dream. What was it? Live the dream 5.
I mean, and literally, I pretty much, we really don't even go a day without talking to each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, and before that, all he did was click a link.
Right. That's all I did.
That's the amazing part of this industry. That is the reason why I love this industry.
Because if I click the link, there's how many other people out there are ready to just click that link. But if you don't give them value, if you don't put it out there, they're not going to click your link. You know, so you got to give them a reason to start looking. Well, they're already looking, but you just have to be at the right place at the right time. And the only way to do that is to show up every day.
Yeah, and speaking of the right place and the right time, this morning I did a live Facebook Live, and I was talking about Eric War and how he talks about how you got to keep scheduling those
appointments,
you know, follow-ups. You know, if someone says no to you, you want to talk to them again, you know, find out again, when can we talk again? Because it's all about building the relationships. And just like Kelly just said, it's all about the right timing. I mean, you could be talking to someone.
You could be talking to them for 1.5 years, 2 years. You could be talking to them, but you know, it's that right time when you put out that value that they're going to say, you know what, it's time.
Yep. And as long as you're picking up that phone and talking to them, there's going to be the time where they're going to be like, okay, you know, if I'm willing to keep talking to you over months and months and months, even if it's on Facebook, even if it's going over and liking and commenting on people's pages, if I'm spending that much time over a year to just be your friend, and, you know, because I like you, that's what, you know, that's what it's all about on Facebook. You gotta be friends with the people that you would be friends with. You gotta like what they're posting. You gotta like what, you know, you gotta like them.
And that's a good way to even, you know, you don't want everybody to be your friend. You know, some people aren't going to be your friend, but it's a way for you to choose who you want your friends to be. You know what I mean? If you see somebody who's putting out good stuff and you're following them and liking them, you know, you gotta connect with them. you know?
Absolutely. What's up? Is it I Note? Is that how you say your name? You gotta let me know in the chat or something. Let me know. You were on my live today. I appreciate you. Okay, Kelly, you wanna go with
the I don't have the money. The first objection. You gotta first of all, you gotta qualify the objection first. So if they say, you know, I don't have the money, a good response would be, you know, awesome, whatever their name is. I can appreciate you sharing that with me. I know personally that whatever your, you know, $500 or $100 or $150, whatever your business is to get into, I know that. I know it personally that $500 to start a business that could change in your bank account isn't that much money if you really, you know, look at it that way. You know, so I appreciate you sharing how tight you are with your money. You know, that just goes to show, gives you something to work on, so you can show them how they can get that money.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and that's where the pre-qualifying, you know, making sure, do they really not have the money? Are they, you know, and if they don't, I mean, guys, you see it every day. There's people out on the streets, homeless people, and they're making hundreds of dollars to get the drugs or what. I'm not saying that all homeless people are doing drugs, so please, you know, if you're homeless and you're watching this, I don't mean to offend you, but.
Well, here's a story about a homeless guy. If you got a quick minute here. Okay, so I have a part-time job that I work down in downtown Fort Myers, you know, next to Terry Park. It's kind of, I guess you could say it's more or less like the projects down there. And every day that I'm down there, there's this guy named Wolf that comes in. He's a homeless black man. And he's probably in his 60s, he's probably my dad's age, 66, I think we talked or whatever. And every day he'll come in, can I borrow 50 cents? 50 cents, and will you even get back to me? He's like, well, I'm gonna go get a beer. You know, and that's all he does is goes around and asks people for money.
Absolutely.
Ask people for money. That's what he does. I'll take next time I'm down there and he comes in, I'm going to take a picture with him.
You totally need to. You're like, even this guy's
he's the most persistent, you know, homeless guy I mean, every single time for like the past year, he's been, when we're down there, when he sees cars down there, because we don't go down there every day, you know, like once or twice a month or something like that. And he'll come by, you got $1? You got $1 I can borrow?
Oh my gosh.
But being persistent, yeah, that's what he does.
Absolutely, because he, you know, and that's the place that you need, you know, if anything, when these people say I don't have any money, perfect. You know why? Because they're in a circumstance where they have more fight in them because they need the money, and you can let them know that, you know, be like, awesome. Because you know what? The people who don't have the money are the people who usually succeed the best in this business. The people who do have money, you know, whatever, they're not as persistent. They're not as hardwired to make sure that they get that money. So how about this? First of all, you need to ask them, now, are you serious about not having money, or do you not see an opportunity here? Because at this point, you're putting them in a position where you're making them realize, like, are they just saying that they don't have money to you because they don't see an opportunity, or do they really not have any money and still see the opportunity? Because if they still see the opportunity and they just don't have any money, then you can say, hey, listen, is it all right if you do see an opportunity here? Is it all right if we map out a way to find this money for you?
Right.
You know, and then of course, you know, if they are serious and genuine, they're going to say, okay, you know, you're proving right there that you're not only going to help them through the business, but you're going to help them even get in the business.
and found out how far away they are from having the money. You know what I mean? If it's only, it could be only, you know, if it's $149 a month and they have $100 a month to spend, or $49 enough to spend, you know, how are we going to come up with that extra $100? You know what I mean? If they have the $50 and they need 150, how are we going to come up with that $100? You know, is there something that somebody you can borrow money from? You know, when's the next payday? Is there anything that you have that you can sell? You know, people sell stuff on Craigslist all the time. You know, we're just look at your stuff. Look what you don't use. If you need that extra $100, maybe it's you already have it. You just got to sell it. Odd jobs. You know, find an odd job, etc.
Yeah. Do you know anybody who owns a business? Oh yeah, my uncle owns a landscaping business. Well, what about going over and, you know, trimming some trees for him once a day, once a month to make an extra, you know, you think he'd pay you an extra $50 a month until we get your business up? I mean, and the truth is that inside of businesses, once you get started, you got 30 days to run hard, and you got to take them, and you can take them to where all they need is that extra $40 or whatever it is that to get into the business.
Right.
And then the same thing goes with the time. You know, I mean, ask them. So what does your days look like? What do you do on Saturdays? I mean, then don't get me wrong, kids, the whole works. I mean, we get busy, especially if you have your kids in sports. That's the reason why, you know, people are like, are you going to get your kid in flag football again this year? I'm like, he doesn't want to. I'm good. Because when he does want to and he's going to run with it, I mean, I know my one girlfriend, her son's in baseball and her daughter was in softball. I mean, that girl was driving from state to state, was everywhere. I mean, all the time, just running. But now we have these awesome things that we can run our whole entire business off of. Yeah. I mean, literally I'm on day 2 of the roadmap, and what they've taught as far as copy and paste is absolutely amazing. The apps, the things that you can do, the copy and pasting. You know, I know a lot of you on here right now are inside of My Lead System Pro. If you are not utilizing the happy birthday page on your blog, I don't care if you don't even have your blog up yet, get your blog up and get that happy birthday up, because it's going to
one page.
Yeah. It's going to take you into a whole nother world. I mean, I'm telling you, I have 5 birthdays that I sent out today. You know how many happy birthdays I had clicked on already since I sent them out? 6 people. So 5 people today, all 5 clicked, and then someone else either re-clicked, came back to, or whatever. Yesterday's click, I don't know, but they're clicking on and they're seeing your happy birthday. Are you guys familiar with this little trick? If you're not, let us know. We can share our screen and show you real fast. But that's just, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. And the responses you get, I bet you my responses from the messages and happy birthdays has gone up tremendously. I mean, you can tell if they've read it or not, you know. And if they don't respond, you know, just the normal happy birthday wish, you know, happy birthday, you know, da 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 da. But when you're sending them, you know, an actual, you know, not like basically a gift. You know, here's a gift. You know, here's a special. You could give them a song. You could have somebody sing happy birthday. It could be you on a video singing happy birthday.
I know. I was thinking about it today. I was like, I should do my own.
Right.
Get my own hat on and like, woo, little blue. Or I mean, I have them.
Right.
I can put a big happy birthday right here.
Good. Yeah.
Just do it right. I mean, come on. Right,
it'd be so much more personable. You know, it's coming from you. You know, it's coming from your website. Basically, it's on your blog. So why not have a video of you singing happy birthday? You can have the whole family singing, have them all dressed up and everything. You know?
Totally doing it. I'm totally doing it. I'm going to do it right as soon as we get off here. You guys just let me know. I'll send you the link and you can watch me be singing happy birthday. I'm totally doing it.
Yeah.
One of the other big things when it comes to overcoming objections, and this is in any life, I mean, any kind of objection that you get, no matter where you're at, is just not being emotionally attached to the outcome of the situation.
Right.
You know, what did they say? Be married to, what is that? Married to the, don't be
married to the, where's it at? Right. Go ahead. I'll find it. Focus on the, or marry the process and divorce the outcome.
There you go. Because it's all a process. I mean, I can't even explain to you 2 years ago when I got into My Lead System Pro, the difference between then and now. I mean, between, like, I'll go ahead and I'll go to shoot somebody a happy birthday message, and I'll see what I wrote to them 2 years ago, and I'll be like, oh my God, no wonder I never got a response back from them. But that's part of the process. That's what I had to go through.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't sit in front of webinar after webinar.
Yeah, that's just like, you know, even with the Olympics just ending, okay, and how network marketing is like competing in the Olympics, right? You got those who stand on the podium, and you got those who just compete, right? But I guarantee you, if they haven't trained for years ahead of time, you're not going to be able to put somebody on like the downhill skiing, or let's go to the Winter Olympics, the downhill skiing going 155 miles an hour down a hill when they never skied before. You got to start at the bunny slope.
Yeah.
You got to start in the beginning, and then before you know it, you will be going down those downhill runs. And that's the whole process of network marketing. And you have to understand, can that be done within 90 days? Absolutely it can. Can it be sped up tremendously amount with you getting the proper education, the proper training, and the proper way of presenting yourself online? It can surpass those amount of years. But the thing of it is you have to go down the slope. You just can't read how to go down the slope. You have to go down the slope yourself and actually put the skis on.
You have to be scared of falling, man. I mean, it's gotta do it. I mean, and that's the same thing as like, even, you know, 2 years ago when I started, the difference between friend requests is amazing too. You know,
I got thrown in jail 3 times for friend requests. Three times. The last time was up to 30 days. I couldn't send a friend request out for 30 days.
Oh my gosh.
My count was like, if it happened again, I would have got shut down. They would have closed my account, my Facebook account.
Wow.
So learning how to create new friends and build those new relationships, other than just, you know, if you got friends of friends of friends and send out 50 friend requests in like 20 minutes isn't a good thing to do.
That's why you follow instead of friend requests. Because you'd be amazed on how many people come back and ask you to be your friend.
Yeah.
But, you know, like when I first started, the friend request that I would get is just, you know, I don't know. And now it's like, I'm like, holy cow, she just came over to friend me. You know, like Rockstar, I've been watching her for a while now, and now she wants to know who I am. You know, I mean, and that's just proof of the progression that happens over time. And that's why you always have to sit back and also make sure that you're going into that, you know, when you're talking to someone, speaking of objections and stuff like that, when you're talking to someone, you got to get in that character. You are a badass. I'm just going to tell you right now, if you're watching this, you are on this. I know you guys personally, you guys are badasses. You guys have come from somewhere where you didn't know anything. I mean, nobody knows network marketing when they get into it.
Nope.
And because you have worked as hard as you have to get to where you're at, sit back for just 1 second and look at where you came from. You know, whether it be the fact that you did your first video on Facebook, guys, I'm sure you were on the wake up call this morning with Ryan McMorris. Facebook Live is where it's at. If you're
I think I might be taking my 100-day challenge to myself to a 100-day Facebook Live challenge to myself every day.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And the truth is that, like, you know, I'll get on with top earners, you know, 7-figure earners, and they only have a few viewers. You know, we take that to heart so much. It's ridiculous. You know, I mean, we're being objected if we get on there and nobody's, you know, watching. Who cares? They're gonna watch. You know why? Because Facebook's gonna go, this girl went live, boop, put her over here, because that's their baby.
Yeah. And another thing, if you're talking to somebody and say you have another network marketing, an MLM that you're in, whether it be in travel or product-based health and wellness or whatever it is, talk to the person. You know, you don't want to push the business if they're just a product person. They just want to use the product. Everybody wants customers. Don't push, find out what they want first. You know, they might just be a product person. Don't push the business on them. Get them as a customer. You know, find out what their pain is.
Absolutely. Always, just like Ryan said this morning, you know, you got to be friends with these people, because, you know, strangers don't tell strangers their problems.
Yeah.
They tell their friends, and you want to know their problems. And the truth is that the closer you get with them, the more you want to help them. The more you know.
It's an inner drive that makes you go better.
Yeah. Like, I want all of my team to be rock stars. I want to be sitting on a beach with all of us, drinking margaritas or pina coladas or water or whatever it is that you drink, and giggling about where we came from, you know? Because there's going to be a time, guys, there's going to be a time in your business where you can't focus as hard on the people below you as you can right now. And I know that everybody's like, keep going, you know, it's all in the numbers, get more. Yeah, that's, you know, it's true. But if you turn around and look at the people who are already loving you, already following you, already ready to go with you, and focus on them, it's all going to come back. It's, you know, it's whether or not, and I'm not going to promise that everybody below you is going to be willing to jump on and say, okay, let's take this ride together. Right. You know, you can't force them, but if they're willing, take them, teach them what you know. You already know so much. You just have to have the confidence in yourself to do that. And then those people are going to go out onto social media and they're going to thank you. And they're going to say blah, 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 blah. And then you're going to get more exposure. And then people are going to go, oh my gosh, you know, he really does take his team to the next level. I want to be on his team. I mean, look at Aaron Parker. For goodness sakes. I mean, everybody, if you know Aaron Parker, you watched him take 1,000 people. Yeah. I mean, what was it? It was insane.
Insane amount of people.
And he rocked them out. I mean, it's crazy. It's awesome.
They're doing like $10,000 and or more than that in volume all the time.
Yep.
Crazy amount. And it's like Diane Hockman, you know, always said, if you did what you already knew how to do, put out what you already know as you're learning new stuff, but put out the stuff that you already know how to do. Yeah. Like simple things like you know, creating like little videos on how to do certain things, like recording your screen. I didn't know how to record my screen before any of this MLSP thing. I had no clue.
Or just like, you know, you and I were talking yesterday or the day before, and I was like, okay, my biggest problem right now is that I run so much of my business off of my phone, and I create, you know, images through Studio Design and stuff like that. That's a good app. If you don't already have it, grab that app. Studio Design. Anyways, so I have these images that I want to be using, but then I go to Florida and I take 50 pictures of the ocean and all these things, and then I'm like, trying to find that one image. Or like I did a video. I did a, hey, thanks for being my friend. I just wanted to come over and introduce myself. I know, you know, Facebook can get impersonable sometimes, so I just wanted to come over and say, hey, looking forward to changing lives with you. Have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I have to go through 100 different, you know,
videos to
find the one.
You look the same in the beginning. You know, you can't tell it's someone else. You know, it's your videos. If you're making a lot of videos, you're like, well, which one is it? And you gotta.
Well, I did it on what's that app? Clip Stitch. So I had to like, hey friends, so that I could see it. But I didn't know how to organize those. And I was talking to Kelly, and Kelly turned around and he figured out how to organize the pictures on your phone in your albums. And he came over and he said, oh, all right, Sam, I figured out how to do this for you. And then what did Kelly do?
Made a video.
And shared it. So if you guys don't know how to do that, run over to Kelly's page.
That's my blog post today too that I'm going to write. That video is going to be on it. So
kellyandstephanie.com, look for that. It's in, you know, and just make an album that says, you know, group posts and have your, you know, I quit, you know, I almost quit until, and then take your copy and paste from your note. I mean, this is a whole nother Tipsy Tuesday we're getting into now. And I know we're down to 2 minutes left on this Tipsy Tuesday today. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I hope you got some good stuff out of it. If you did, go splatter it on Facebook for us.
And if you got questions about objections, don't hesitate to write them in the Tipsy Tuesday group on Facebook, because, you know, someone will answer them.
Absolutely.
If you got objection help, you know, write it out there. You know, whether it's time, people don't have enough time, you know, kids, dogs, birds, you know, everything gets in the way.
Pick an excuse, any will do. All right, guys. This is Tipsy. Love Tipsy's gonna be around social media. Look for her. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Tuesday. We will see you next Tuesday, same time, same place, right here, TipsyTuesdayMastermind.net at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 10 a.m. for us mountain folks. We will see you next Tuesday. Have a good one.